Morning, everybody. Joshua Gray, off and on the path to Ultra. If you haven't done it already, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Can't say I don't think I've ever asked. I think I've asked once. But I'd like to expand the channel, so if you find anything that you see here interesting, please subscribe. Check us out on Facebook. I'd like to say that I'm not even sure what the word is. I'd like to say that I'm regular about posting, but I'm not. I try to be though. So today is Sunday morning. I don't know what the date is, but it's the day after the Tick Ultra from Alexander Springs up to I already forgot what dam, but 57 miles up on the Florida Trail through the Ocala National Forest. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trail. Yeah, it was a beautiful trail. I was surprised to see that at the end of the run that I'd done about 4,000 feet of elevation change. So it didn't seem that hilly while I was out there, but there were some hills. It was rolling in times, but so I was a little surprised when I saw that at the end. Just getting a little active recovery going right now. What a difference. What an absolute difference. The right preparation, and I think really the right shoes made. I'm coming into today, and I feel good. I mean, I'm not going to go out and run today, but no blisters, no chafing at all. I feel good. Feel really good, actually. So I'm gonna walk a while this morning. Take the family out for brunch, hopefully, because I don't know how that the buffet is gonna work in the Corona world. So excuse me. So the Tick, awesome race. It's named that for a reason. And I think me and Mason were the only ones that were spared yesterday. I haven't seen any ticks on me. We used some bug spray that had about 40% DEET, and we just every time I would come into an aid station, we would just cover my legs in this stuff, and I think it worked, because I was unaffected, we'll say. Good race. I think that I achieved my objectives. I wanted to go out and have a good training run, getting ready for the 100. I wanted to control my heart rate early, which I did quite well. It was another scorcher. So that's two. My debut in this race, where the heat index was up over 104. It was hot. So looking forward to seeing how the body reacts a little bit in cooler temperatures. But all things being equal, I think I performed pretty well. I mean, I was able to keep my heart rate in the I think in the 120s for several miles. So things went well from that perspective. I think I actually controlled it better than I thought I would going in. I wanted to go out nice and slow, and I'll have to go back and look at this. I'll have to go back and look at the splits, but I think I was able to maintain a pretty low rate. So around the 8 mile mark, I think that's when I kind of started ticking up. So I was crewed. I had the whole family there. I had Stacy, Jeffrey, and Mason. And once again, you know, I couldn't have, there's no way that I could have had the success that I had without a crew there. They just, you know, I came in a little more prepared because, well, I didn't really know what I was getting into for the 12-hour. But for the tick, I broke down each aid station. I had a plan. It was, you know, I had it kind of dialed in. It was nice. You know, I didn't follow my nutrition to plan maybe, but it was good having the plan in place, and yeah. So can't remember how many stops there were. There were 9 or 10. I'll count and I'll put it in the notes maybe. But it was a good, it was a fun race, man. It was, you know, the second place finisher, John, he really, he did not let me settle in and relax at all. You know, I would stop at each aid station and kind of, you know, take care of my stuff. And I don't think I took the lead until, I don't know, probably 15 or 20 miles in. And then John and I would go back and forth every single aid station. I don't think I passed him. I don't think I passed him I think the last time I passed him was at 50.1 miles, and I didn't. After that, he didn't pass me again. So he kept me going, man, because you know, had he so I ran the race. I think my cumulative time was 11:58.58. There's no way that would have happened if I didn't have somebody behind me pushing me. So appreciate that, John. John went through kind of unaided. He did pick up some aid as the race kind of went on, but hats off to you, man. That was, there's no way I would have won the race if I went through unaided. There's just, I mean, I'm just being real. I think there's probably zero chance. So that was a fun, Competition's fun, you know. I mean, I think it pushed me. It kept me, and well, obviously it pushed me, but it kept me focused. It didn't let me focus on pain or anything like that. It just kind of said, well, you know, if you want to win, you gotta do better. You gotta push. So couldn't have been, obviously I couldn't have been happier with the result. It was a small race, but big, small, doesn't matter. came away with a victory, came away with the win. So what a what a nice what a nice couple races coming into ultra running, where you can be fortunate enough to actually win, win a race. Now next week, it all comes apart, because next week is the stump jump up in Chattanooga, and I've got zero chance. Zero chance of winning that race. Obviously, one, because I just ran this weekend and my legs won't be all there, but two, my understanding of this race and research on the race is that it's pretty high level and there's some pretty elite athletes there. So treating it like a training run, and that's really the bottom line. My Aunt Amy's going to be up there, which is going to be pretty cool. Get to run with her. I mean, not run with her, but I've never run with her. I've never been in a race with her before, so I think that's pretty cool. I think she's going up there with some of her girlfriends from Grand Rapids. So I probably won't spend a lot of time with her, but I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm not sure if my mom will be there. I'm not sure if she's back in Florida or not. It kind of made sense, or seemed like it made sense to me and Stace when we were talking about it, that she kind of coordinated coming through there on her way back, just because, well, Amy's going to be there running and I'll be there running. But I haven't talked to her, so I don't really know. But back to the tick. I don't want to get my focus everywhere. I don't know that there's any technical spots in the race that I necessarily want to discuss. I was relatively consistent with my splits, and I think I exhibited the same kind of consistency that I did in the river to sea in the tick. And I think I feel pretty good coming out of both races, knowing that I can kind of settle in and tick off the miles. I think my fastest mile was 9:30, and that didn't come until I think it was after mile 50. So I was a little concerned. I was a little concerned in that last stretch that he might be picking it up, and that I needed to push forward a little harder. So I think that was a painful phase in the race, those last two aid stations, where I didn't feel tops. I couldn't take down food since probably, I think it was the 38. So the 38 station, and then there were two more stops after that. I think one around 44 or 43, and then one at 48. 48 was the last one. But I having difficulty keeping down food, which that's the second time. I don't know if I was taking too much in. I don't know if it was just the wrong combination, but I had trouble with the nutrition from that perspective. And then additionally, at mile 55, I started throwing up. So that when I started throwing up at 55, I was a little concerned, because obviously the race wasn't over yet, and I didn't know how debilitating it was going to become and luckily it wasn't, you know, luckily it wasn't too bad. I just threw up a couple times, and I was able to pick up the run. So you know, I popped out of the woods, and I had about 5 minutes to run the service road to cross the dam. And I don't know who it was, but there were it was some people that were aiding some other runners. And I popped out of the woods, and I'm walking. I was done. I was looking back, making sure John wasn't close, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna walk this in, man. There's no reason to push. I looked at the clock and I was like, well, I mean, I'm over 12 anyway. What's the difference between 12:01 and, you know, 12:05? But these guys pull up next to me, and they're like, oh, you can break 12. I was like, dude, I just ran 56 miles. I'm not running shit. And they said, oh, it's only 0.3 miles. It's only 0.3 miles. And I look at my watch, and I was like, well, I got 4 miles. You know, I got 4 minutes. Maybe I can do it. So I did. I had some left. You know, I broke into, you know, I won't, actually, you know what, I will. I was sprinting. I mean, I was giving everything. How about that? Whatever the definition of a sprint is, when you're 56 miles into a race, that's what that's what I did. So I was able to come in just under 12 hours. Again, 11:58:58. It was a great run. So I'm sure there's a bunch of details I'm forgetting, but I just kind of want to give an update as to my legs. Just taking a little recovery walk right now. I feel good. My feet, oh my Lord, I'm walking. You know, after the river to sea, I don't think I was walking comfortably for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I think that is no, there's no exaggeration there. It was agony. It was awful. So none of that this time. So pumped that that's the way that it went down. I did change my shoes quite a bit. I think the first time I changed them was at I'm not sure if it was 38. No, it wasn't. So it was in the 20s. First change in the 20s. I changed my socks at that point, and so I started the day with like the right socks, the brand, the right socks. They were crew socks, so they came up like midway up my calf, and they were really, those were great and ideal, really. I'd like to find some that come up over my whole calf, just so maybe they'll stay up a little better in run. But so I changed my socks and went to like a one that just went over my ankle, because that's all I had. Re-lubed up my toes, and put a pair of I think it was 1500 version 5s. I think it was version 5. So I wore 2 pairs of those, and then a pair of version 6s for the last 8 miles. So the shoe change was good, but the socks, it was just letting too much stuff in. I don't think I can wear short socks in races like this, because too much stuff is making its way into the shoe. I'm sorry about that. I ran out of storage on my card, so it took me a couple days to get it downloaded and back up. So I think I'll pretty much leave it there. You know, biggest takeaway I think from the two races is just the foot. You know, the preparation. It was seriously important. The proper care on my feet was obviously huge. So just happy that was able to come out of the race with my feet in good condition. And that's really it. Hopefully I'll over a little time I'll be able to decrease the amount of times I'm changing my shoes and socks even. I think the biggest thing is just got to keep stuff out of the feet. You know, got to keep stuff out of the shoes, so I don't have to do those things. So I don't know if it's gaiters or what, but if I can keep rocks out of there, it'll eliminate some stops. So yeah, we're over 20 minutes on the race report. So hope everybody enjoyed the video. And I think next year the Tick is it's a fat ass race. So if you want to see the Florida Scenic Trail, it's going to be a free race next year. I think he's still capping the field to between 20 and 30. So it was a fun race. I'm looking forward to it next year. Actually, I don't even know that it's a year away. I think it takes place in May. So I'll be back out there pretty soon. And I think what he said was that we're going to reverse it. So we'll be going from the dam down to Alexander Springs. So we'll kind of see if that makes for a faster time or a slower time. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Get out there and stay on the path.